Alright you guys, so I'm here to review these colored pencils that I got, and this is the packaging and everything that they come in. It's not too appealing, it's really kind of flimsy and cheap. Overall the look of it isn't really anything special, and I did read the other reviews on this product on Amazon, and some of the complaints were the packaging, that it was really cheap and don't expect to keep your colored pencils in this, and I can honestly agree with this. Amazon ships this in an envelope, and I actually had to complain to them about that and asked for a different one to be shipped in a box, and they still sent it in an envelope. And the problem with that is they don't put enough protection. Typically, I mean, I don't necessarily blame Amazon. This is just really cheap packaging is the problem. But what happens is these will open up, and you're going to probably have, you know, you can see all these scratch marks up here, but you're going to probably have a few that have come out, and then maybe a few with some broken tips. I have like a couple in here. The last package I got was actually worse. But that's how they come, and you're not really going to be able to close it, so I will recommend that you keep in mind that you may need to store these in something else. Now, I'm not really going to hold that against them. It's not a big deal, but most colored pencils that you can buy now for coloring and drawing and whatnot, they're going to come with some kind of nice case, so that may be something to consider. Now, looking at the packaging, it says 48 vibrant colors, designed for professionals, smooth creamy texture, soft and velvety, highest quality pigments, ideal for sketching, drawing, blending, and shading. Now, I'm pointing all these out for a reason, and you will see why shortly. So, real quick, I'm going to compare it to my Prismacolor. So, these on Amazon right now I know are like $24.99. I think sometimes they go cheaper. I think when I bought them they were like at $17.99. These are my Prismacolor ones. Now I'm sure you know these are a lot more expensive. They are $37. Actually, I think today they were $36.99 on Amazon. So comparatively to the price right now, these are only $12 more expensive. And they come with a nice kind of a tin packaging. Of course, you can include everything here. Like, Prismacolor is known to be a really great pencil, and I will show you why. But basically, these pencils have made me appreciate my Prismacolor so much more. So let me show you real quick some things to like keep in mind when you look at the Prismacolors. And I have another one of my cheap sets that I got over here to kind of compare them with. I wouldn't even know the name of this because it's a like wholesale kind of thing, but at least this came with like a lid and a packaging and everything. So I thought I'd compare them. But okay, so here's like what the pencil looks like that you're gonna get from this company. There's no indication of color. I mean, the pencil itself, but there's no like name. It's just their brand name colored pencils. That's how it is on all of them. And that was something that I noticed, and the reason why is when you're looking for a certain color, you know, between blues, purples, and stuff, sometimes it can get hard to tell which color is which, so sometimes I look for names. Now, looking at this other cheap brand, they're the same way. They don't have an indication on here. They have the name, or it says colored pencil here, and then something in what I'm going to believe is Chinese, but obviously I don't know for sure in there, but there's no indication of color. So there's those, and then my Prismacolor ones, obviously they have the name of the color, so ultramarine, Spanish orange, and then they have like their number that they've been designated. So that's, you know, something to keep in mind. I know most other color pencils do have like names and what, but just as a reference, these don't. So moving that out of the way, this is actually a work, and here's the coloring book, just so you guys know, adult coloring book. I'll have a link in my review. I have quite a few coloring books that I like just messing around in, but my big thing is to get something looking nice and not like little kiddish, you know, sort of thing. It's an adult coloring book. I really like blending. Blending's a big thing on me, and these do advertise that they're blending. Now, I actually had to stop because I did not want to finish these in these colored pencils. And yes, these are the ones, the Imaginesty, I don't know. These I don't like. Like, I'll tell you that now. I do not like them. Because specifically because what they advertise is completely false sort of thing. So let me show you. So here's the colors. You can see very, very light. This was me pressing very hard. This is multiple layers of the black and multiple layers of the orange. This is me trying to blend them in. I even got my Prismacolor blender out to try. The best probably area is down here at the leaves that I got the best blending. A lot of this very dark pigmentation that you see is actually a glitter gel pen, and I found myself using more and more of it because I like the pigmentation of it more than I like this. And I thought maybe, just maybe, I'll like the softness of this. And I really don't. I started feeling if I got my Prismacolors out, it would look so much better. And when I had reviewed this other cheaper kind of brand, I did not experience that. I did several pictures with these colored pencils, and I actually wanted to finish this so you guys could see it, so you could see a full image of what these colored pencils look like, and I could not do it. So let me show you what the Prismacolor ones look like, because I'm sure you're wondering now. Let me just find it. Aha! That's a little section that I did with Prismacolor. This didn't take me nearly as long as like just doing areas on here. You can like instantly see the difference. These are like the same kind of colors, you know, the black, yellow, orange, and then there was more variety. There actually wasn't a lot of kind of reds, and this vibrant color thing, there was more oranges, and then browns, so I had more like magentas and red oranges that I could kind of blend in here. And you can see they blend so much better, and they're very, very vibrant. And so those are the Prismacolors, and then those are the ones that, you know, I'm here to review. Obviously a big, big difference. And I did ask my mom, who absolutely knows nothing about them, and I asked her straight up, which colored pencils would you rather have? And of course she said the Prismacolor. She just pointed to this picture because she doesn't know what Prismacolor is. So big, big difference there. So I'm also going to show you on paper just exactly. So I tried picking the colors that were most like similar. Of course they're not exact. So you can see my Prismacolor here. This is 1 and then 2 and 3 layers, and same here. And then these are all Prismacolors, and these are the vibrant colors that we see there. Obviously big, big difference. With Prismacolor you can kind of layer and build up a solid perfect color. You can't do that with these. In fact, these kind of, what's really, really weird about these, if you put one layer down, you pretty much can't put another layer on top of it. It just won't show, and I'll show you here in a second. So again, as far as blending goes, there's really no blending you can do here, and you guys can kind of see that probably better on here, where I really did try to blend like the blacks into the oranges and whatnot. It just really doesn't work. It really, really doesn't work. And they're not creamy at all like they advertise. Really, really not. They're more grainy than anything. And you can see that here in this top photo. You can see the Prismacolor is a lot more creamy and goes on a lot more smoother. And then down here, it's again like a black over the yellow Prisma, and then like a red over a yellow Prisma, black over the yellow vibrant colors, and then red over the yellow. And you can see, you can barely see that red, because that's what I experienced here and in all these other areas, is once you put down one layer, it like, you can't put down anything over it. It just doesn't accept it. It's like really kind of waxy almost. What I'm gonna do real quick is kind of show you guys, just so you know I'm not crazy. Oh, another thing that I did want to talk about too, and this really, really bothers me. So this color is kind of like, my boyfriend described it as like a honey or a beige, if you can see that, but look at what this draws as. It's like flat yellow. Can you see that? Okay, the camera kind of makes it look like a honey. There you go. It's more yellow. It's very, very yellow in real life. If you look at these two, they don't even look the same color. That's why it bothers me that these do not have names on them, because you can't even tell that half of these are the same color once they're on paper, because they look completely, completely different. So there's that, and then here's like my Prismacolor. Big, big difference, right, you guys? And here is one of my cheaper, like the other brand. Like even this one is a lot better and more pigmented than that one right there, right? So this one probably, I mean, these probably aren't as good as Prisma honestly, but the price point is also a lot different. It's about half the price of these. But I feel like if you're going to pay this much for this, you may as well honestly get Prisma. Alright, so I hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask.